In today's video, what to do when you stall.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. Thank you for joining me for today's video topic, which is what to do when we stall. What should we do when we hit a sticking point in a diet, in a time when we want to lose more fat? What is the best way to make progress? The question comes from my Instagram direct message, okay? I'll post it up here for you guys to read. I will try to condense it for you because this person left me a lot to read, and that's good. Details are good, information is good, but I'm gonna condense it for you here. So, what is a stall? What is a plateau? Well, let's say you start a diet and you cut your calories and you add in some cardio and things are going great. For a couple weeks, man, you're seeing changes, you're not that hungry, you're waking up to new lows all the time. Gosh, this is wonderful. Life is just gonna be great. I'm gonna hit my goal weight in no time. Then, nothing. Scale stalls, you're stable. Well, what has happened is metabolic adaptation, okay? This means our bodies are adapting to the changes they're going through. If you've added some cardio, well, your body has adapted and gotten more efficient. So efficiency is good, right? We're more efficient. Well, if you think of it in a cardiovascular sense, our body is able to do more work with less energy, meaning we need less total calories to do the work. So we've adapted to that workload, okay? We are more efficient. Also, our digestive system can change. The amount of calories that we extract from food as it's passing through our intestines can actually change so that you're actually getting more calories from the same amount of food. More efficient. Now, these things sound terrible if you're trying to lose weight, but again, our bodies are not shredded machines. Our body's goals are not to win physique contests and look good on the beach. Our body and our mind is designed around survival. So all these things that start adapting, well, your body's just basically saying, okay, well, this is how much food we have now, and this is how much we have to work to survive, so let's adapt and make sure we survive. Cool beans, we get to survive. But you are left stuck with these goals and not knowing what to do. And I think a lot of times people get focused on the wrong thing. They get focused on, well, should I be eating less? Is that a bad thing? Should I be doing more cardio? Is that a bad thing? Am I gonna have metabolic damage? Am I gonna end up obese? Slow down. Slow your roll, people. You're not gonna end up like that. What you're experiencing is completely normal. And there's huge variations in the human condition, including metabolism. Some people are going to be able to lose weight on a lot of calories. Some people are going to blow up on a little bit of calories. That's all normal. You are your own individual case. What you have to ask yourself is, okay, if I've stalled and I need to reduce calories, raise cardio, therefore increasing the caloric deficit because you're now at your new maintenance, well, is that something you're willing to do? Are you willing to push through that? Because it's going to be necessary to get the next step. Now, for competitors, which I typically work with a lot of competitors, but not specifically, I work with anybody in general that is looking to have a goal. Well, competitors have a very specific goal in their mind. They have a date that is written down on a piece of paper, and that date ain't changing. You are focused. And so what happens if you're a competitor and you have a date? You don't make excuses. You don't tell yourself, well, it's just one glass of wine. Well, I'm not gonna see Sally, my friend from high school, all the time. Might as well go out and have a nice drink with her. The difference when you are competing is nothing else gets in your way. You do not make excuses. So what should you do? Well, you should adjust. You should adjust your calories. I would suggest 150 to 200 calorie drop. Maybe add in some cardio. Maybe another, if you're doing an hour a week total, maybe you add another 20 or 30 minutes total for the week. You have to find the threshold. You can't just make little tiny adjustments, and you can't make huge adjustments. You gotta make a nice adjustment according to how you are progressing. Based on that adjustment, you wanna get the weight moving again, and see it at the same rate that you were losing before. Now, as you have less body fat, the rate of body fat loss might slow relative to what you're doing. But overall, you still need to see a pound a week, half a pound a week, a pound and a half a week, whatever makes you happy. That's what you need to do. You need to make the changes. Don't hem and haw. Think about what your goal is. Are you willing to go through this next phase to get your goal? And if you are, make the adjustment. Stalls, plateaus, they are all a normal part of weight loss. Now, when you reach your goal, do not think that once you reached your goal, you can simply go back to what you were doing before you started this process. That is no longer you. That is a you that you can forget about. Thanos has destroyed that you, a whole nother universe, okay? You are now this person. The person that you are at the end of your diet is now the body you have to deal with, the metabolism you have to deal with. So those adaptations are now you. You need to pay attention to how you come out of this process. Once you reach your goal, you need to slowly reduce the cardio, slowly add some calories back in. And depending on how you're feeling, if you want to maintain that, the slower the better. If you don't want to maintain that and you're kind of miserable, maybe you allow yourself to put on a little weight a little bit quicker. But stalling, plateaus, they are all a normal part of this process. Educating yourself on just what to do at the end and how determined you are to get there is going to determine if you should continue pushing through, if you should make changes, and then what to do once the diet is done. The process is over. This is a lifetime. This doesn't end just because you get to this goal, just because you went to your music festival or you got to the beach or you looked good for that day. If you treat it like it's the end and not just a part, you are going to end up in a worse position than you started. And if you want to know more about that, look up my videos on how to fix your metabolism or how to reverse diet. Both will kind of address the situation. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All by myself.